and then the second one will be the Samant maneuver, and that is going to be for posterior canal cupulolithiasis. And we will begin. Okay. So hi, Jared. My name is Cody. I'm your student today.
Perfect.
Okay, so for this next thing I want to do, right? We've established that we have some of those crystals in your ears, some of those rocks in our like posterior canal, right? In one of those canals. Okay, so we felt that when we did our test. Okay, and basically we're gonna go kind of back into that position. We might feel some of that like that nausea again. If you feel like you're gonna throw up, let me know. Okay. Does that have been experienced in your past? Like you're throwing up like when you get those symptoms?
Every once in a while, yeah, I do
Okay.
get pretty upset stomach, I would say.
Okay. So with that, what we can do is I'll grab a trash can here in a second. But basically, we'll put you back in that position. Okay, we're gonna roll your head away from it. We'll go to your side. Okay, then we'll get you back up in the seated. All right. The big thing with this is keep the eyes open, hold that head position as best you can. Okay, and I'll be there to support you the whole way. All right. Okay. I'm gonna grab this trash can for you. Wait. I'm gonna sit right here. Okay. So what we're gonna do, okay, is I'm gonna have you. We're gonna sit up on the table with your feet that way. All right. So I'll have you swing your feet to that side. Just sit up nice and tall for me. Good. Okay, so we're gonna go in that same position. So I'm gonna have you scoot back like maybe 5 or 6 inches. Right there. Good. Actually forward side a little bit. Right there. Cool. Perfect. Okay, so basically, so if we're gonna say, let's say that he's right-sided, so I'm gonna tilt his head about 45 degrees to the right. Okay, and I'm gonna hold your face here in a second. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. So sit up nice and tall for me. Okay, I'm gonna position this head right at 45 degrees. Okay, and we'll come back into extension. Okay, we're just gonna come down nice and easy to start. All right, so hold this position right here. Okay, and as we come down, we don't gotta come down super fast like we did before, but come on straight down, back on the table in line. Good. I'm gonna hold this, tilt that guy, and now we're just there we go like that. Boom. What we would do is we would hold this for double the amount of time that his nystagmus was present and diminished, or you can add 30 seconds. So we could say if his nystagmus came on and diminished within 24 seconds, we'd hold it for at least 54 seconds, if like 48 to 54 seconds. And then what we do is we're like, all right, Jared, okay, now we're holding this position for double the time. Now we're gonna rotate the same thing, right? We're just gonna go the same way here, maintain that position. We'll do the same amount of time on this side for another about 48 to 54 seconds if those guys diminished. And then next, what we would do, okay, is what we're gonna roll onto our side holding this position, okay? So as we roll, we're gonna roll this guy up over while we're maintaining that position of 45 degrees of rotation and then also extension still. Okay, and the last one that I would help them get into, okay, is we're just gonna go into seated again, holding the position for another 48 to 54 seconds. And then now, okay, we're gonna go up to seated. Okay, we're gonna hold this position while we come up. Then once we're in that seated position, we're done. Okay? Okay, so I'm gonna have you swing those legs off the table. Perfect. Yep. And as we come up, boom, you can use your arms, ready up, boom. And once that seated position is acquired, he can relax, and we're done with the movement. Second one, it's called the Samant maneuver. Okay, so now we're talking, this is called posterior cupulolithiasis. Like if we hold this position, it's gonna begin. If those symptoms are gonna come, we are trying to provoke them, so that we can fix them if they're better. Right? We know if we hold this forever, we're just gonna continue to have those symptoms, so we're not gonna hold this forever, but we're gonna hold it for a pretty long time. All right, again, if there's any nausea, anything like that, feel like you have to vomit, okay? Let me know if it's completely unbearable, so try to tough through it, keep the eyes open, and then we'll just be like a one-time thing, okay? Okay, so this one, right, what we're gonna do, is I'm gonna tilt your head to the right again, okay, kind of that same position we just did, okay, and I'm gonna have you sit directly in the center, so you're pretty centered, scoot like a teeny bit to your left, right in the center, on that table, yep. We're gonna go from this position, we're gonna hold this head position, okay, and we're gonna go down onto your side really fast, okay? So when we do this, okay, when we go down, I'm gonna have you swing your legs up as it guide your head down, all right? Okay, we're gonna hold that for 2 minutes, and then we do the same thing, but we're gonna completely go from this sideline all the way to the other quickly, right? And we'll keep that head in the same position the whole time, all right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so with the same thing right here, okay, I'm gonna have you look up nice and tall for me. Okay, I'm just gonna tilt the head 45 degrees to the right. Okay, on 3, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down onto your right side. Okay, swing those legs up onto the table and we're showing there. Ready?
Mhm.
Set, go. Yep, keep that tilt. There we go. Good, and we hold this for 2 minutes. Okay, but okay, Jared, now, okay, we're gonna go to the opposite side, all right? We've now held this for 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna have here on the count of 3, we're gonna move those legs off the table, we're gonna swing you all the way to the other side. Okay, now your head's gonna be facing and pointed down at the table. That kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, ready? Set, go. Boom, up, over. Good. We're right back in that position. And we hold this for another 2 minutes. And then we would be out of there. We'd help them return to seated. So some of those guys here, boom, right there. And then now that is the finish of